What's up, guys? This is Brent with 247parts.com, the best place online to buy your John Deere parts. Now let's go ahead and jump on into this and show how to mount this boarding step kit. Now within your kit, you are going to have one bracket, one step, a set of black hardware, which consists of 2 carriage head bolts and 2 nuts that have the washers on them. And then you're going to have 4 regular hex type bolts here with the locking nuts as well. Now to install this, we are going to need a ratchet with 13mm socket, and then also a 15mm wrench and 15mm socket. Now the first thing that we're going to do this install is we are going to take off our foot platform here. And then once we have that out of the way, we're going to be working over here on the left-hand side. And the first thing that we're going to need is our 13mm socket, as we are going to take the nuts off the bottom of these bolts. Now this is what holds your frame to the caster wheel assembly here. So whenever you are taking this loose, things might get a little out of sorts. You might see things just go a little bit off here whenever you're trying to get these bolts out. But I'm going to show you really easily how to set that right. Do not need necessarily a tool or anything, just a little bit of leverage. All right, so once we get one of those old nuts off, pop out that first bolt just like that. The first one's always going to come out easier than the next one, because as we take these bolts out, our frame might shift just a little bit here in this channel. Then we can take that second one out. Now what you're probably going to see here when you go to take your second bolt out is that your frame has shifted just a little bit. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take my foot and put it back here by the rear tire to hold that steady. And then I'm just going to push on the front of my caster frame right here just a little bit, and then reach underneath and pop that old bolt out just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and grab the bracket for our step kit, and we're going to get this mounted on top of these square holes, and we're going to notice that it's just a hair off there, looks like. So I'm going to get one of my new bolts set into place here, and then once again giving it just a little bit of push there on our front caster, getting that down and in just like so. And then same thing here on my next one, getting it pushed in, give a little push. All right, just get those worked until we feel the square collar on that bolt go down into the actual piece here of our bracket. And from there, we're going to take our 2 black nuts with the washers built onto them. We're going to start those on, get those started on both sides. Once again, going back with our 13mm socket and ratchet, I'm just going to tighten things up. Now remember that this is the mounting point, rather, that your frame is connecting to your front caster. So we want to make sure whenever we're putting these back on that we're getting them good and tight. Now once we have that done, we can go ahead and put our foot platform back on. Then we're going to switch on our ratchet to our 15mm socket, and we'll go ahead and grab a couple of our bolts here and our step. Now you'll notice we have 4 holes here. We're also going to have 4 of these bolts. So I'm going to put 2 of these in and get this set in place here. And we'll put our second set in, and we'll just get those nuts started on each one. And then just tighten it up. And just like that, you've got a nice extra step here that you can use for getting onto your mower. Now, this may not be something that everybody needs, but if you are that person that has a little bit of mobility issues, if it's a little bit hard to get your foot up all the way onto this platform, this step does create a little bit of a difference there in that height to be able to make this easier for you. Now, if this is something that you think you need for your mower, this is going to fit all of the new model John Deere Z3s as of model year 2023. And so this is part number BUC11478, and it is called the boarding step kit. So guys, I hope this video helped you out. I hope you liked this video. If you did, we just ask you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, guys, if you're needing this part or any others for your John Deere equipment, make sure to check us out at 247parts.com. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, make sure to go buy your parts right here and subscribe right here.